Hi there, it's Lori, and I'm starting with a story. This is going to be Tea and Tackle It Tuesday. I'm going to do this in two parts. One thing is already tackled, but three things aren't. Okay, so one night I kind of woke up in the middle of the night and my feet felt really dry. Okay, I live in Colorado. Lotion is a must. So I keep lotion by my nightstand, or on my nightstand, right? So it was a bottle about like this. I put it on. Now this is self-tanning. This would also be funny if this is what I had done. But I put it on and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. It was not lotion. It was one of those black tar things like that you put on and then you like peel off, like a foot mask sort of. Yeah, I'll insert pictures. I did take pictures because I was like, something's wrong. Turned on the light. Yep, something was wrong. So here's my recommendation. First of all, as I always say, don't be Lori. Secondly, what you want to do is never put something that you can't put on your hands or feet in the middle of the night anywhere near where you could grab it and do that. That's my recommendation. Because then I had to sit there and wait for it to dry because it's so sticky. It would have just gotten all over the carpet. So yeah, don't do that. It's a bad choice. Not a bad choice. I don't know what to call that. Bad luck? No. Because if I wouldn't have put it on my nightstand, I would have been safe. Anyway, here's what I have tackled. And this is for Armchair Chef Lori's November challenge of unique pumpkins. So I told you all I was making a dachshund. I didn't tell you I was making a Halloweeny. Now, I'm going to credit Camille's creations a little bit because she said something about Halloweeny. It's such a funny word because like we say, oh, that looks Halloweeny. And then that's what gave me the idea. And so the body is made on the Sentro. The head is made on the Sentro. But I was having trouble with my 12-pin Sentro, so I went ahead and crocheted the nose. And yes, I know it's a different color. I kind of did that on purpose. I asked isn't this so cute? Oh, this was done on the Sentro. And I just did color change. I have 0 of this orange scrap left. It is gone, so I tackled a scrap as well. I can move it up and like make it puffier if I want. Then it really sticks out. But I put a wire in the tail. So it can be really straight up, but I thought it was funnier to twist it. The wire doesn't go all the way up, so we're going to do that for now. I may include this in my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Let me know if that's something you would want. Also, I only did one of these because I figured we could do a couple different looks. We can give him a mohawk, him or her, them. We can do like this. Be like an 80s girl. We can go the other way. We can go all the way to the back. Oh, and as you can see, what I did is I made the ears. This pattern I made up myself. The nose, tail, and feet, I will include that pattern because that was a crochet pattern. The ears I made up. I came off the green. This is... Did I tackle that scrap too? No. Guess where it is? It's on the floor because I dropped it. Alright, I'll be right back. Let me grab it with my foot actually, because I can't reach it there. Okay, this is another scrap from another yarn. The orange was not from her. I had that. But this has been the perfect scrap. So, the scrap isn't gone, but it's pretty close. I'll use that as accent somewhere because, again, it's perfect. Scraps are great for amigurumi, so. Or, I guess you could have it go down the nose, like, or over the eye like a Justin Bieber. Just kidding. If you think it needs to, let me know. I mean, I do have more yarn. And this is like your basic worry worm idea. I think the one I looked at was Hooked on Robin, but I didn't really follow her pattern, but that's the one I looked at. if you do, hers is specifically done as random acts of kindness, crochet, and knit, or something like that. Anyway, so there's my Halloweeny for Chef Lori. Armchair Chef Lori. Armchair Chef is the channel name. Here's my tacklets. I'm so close on this. Uh-oh, where are my eyes? Okay, I was worried the cats took off with my eyes. Now, I'm doing crazy eye chickens because I think it'll be more Mama G's style. So I've got the eyes. They're not done. Obviously, they need pupils, but they are proportionally crazy. I'm going to do the comb with glitter because she has black chickens mostly, and I felt like she needed rainbow. So what I did is I held two scraps together. Here's another scrap I have tackled. This will all go in. I wasn't sure how much I was going to need for the rest of the thing. That's the only reason it's not inside here. This will just go in my amigurumi scraps. Anyway, so that's another scrap tackled, and then, like I said, part of my yarn management. So maybe I'll talk about the scraps from. Yeah, I'm recording this first, so Monday you're going to see this as well. I used some of this, so I'm really working on using what I have. But anyway, that's it. The chicken's close to done. It just needs the head and the comb, or the eyes and the comb and the beak. So that I'm hoping will be tackled by Monday night. And then I'm making another one of these back loop half double crochet. I want you to see by using a big hook how stretchy that is. This is 100% acrylic. Acrylic is not stretchy. This seam is very obvious. It's straight, but like because you chain and turn, it's very clear where I turned, but it's alright. It is big enough. I mean, you could wear it like this. I can pull it down. I can wear it like that, but it doesn't go, it's getting close. I think I need about 5 to 10 more rounds and then I'll be there, because this is roving and thick. So you can wear it like that and like this. Anyway, this one I'm using a 14 millimeter and this yarn. So that's my tacklet stuff. All right, now the tea part. I don't think that has steeped long enough. Okay, I had to put it in one of my reusable tea bags because I accidentally tore the side of the tea bag. This came from Ladybird Loves Hadija. Many of you know her as Lisa. I made it too hot, so I'm brewing it. This is the malty biscuit brew. Now biscuits in the UK are, I don't want to call them cookies because cookies are a little bit different, but like tea biscuits. Like Hadija said, our scones are the closest, but I would say it's almost like shortbread cookies, but not as sweet. And it's meant and intended to be eaten with tea. Oh man, I made that way too hot. Although, here's what I will say. Black tea is better brewed on a high heat. I want to try this, but I don't want to oversteep it. I might have to add some ice. I don't think you can see that steam coming off of there, but there's steam. Got it. It smells exactly like a malty biscuit. UK biscuit, not a US biscuit. Not the same thing. All right. Okay. I'm going to come back and try that tea. But I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me do that. Just remember, do not have things. Again, this also would have been funny because I wouldn't have realized this is self-tanning gradual lotion. Can you imagine if I had put that all over my feet and not known it wasn't lotion and woke up? My hands would have been orange. My feet would have been orange. No, instead, thankfully, I just put black tar foot mask on. Foot and hand mask, I think is what it was labeled. I was wondering why it was so sticky. Anyway, be back in a minute with tea, and then I'll be back in a bit with, if I tackle the chicken, which I'm confident I will, and this I really, really need to tackle. So, pausing for now, so you won't even see a blip, I don't think, to try the tea, because I got to get it cool enough to actually taste it. If it's too hot, I can't taste it right. All right. Alright, it is cool enough that I can try it. We keep having flyovers again today. It's Sunday, so most likely drill, military drill, which is just like practice, we'll call it. Alright, still really hot, so I'm just going to sip it, but let's see if it tastes like it smells. Yes, it absolutely does. It doesn't have to have sweetener, but I think I will enjoy it better if it has a little bit of stevia in it. Which I'm using this one. And I brought up, because I wanted to show you this. This is my little tea squeezer. Isn't this cute? See, normally it would be your tea bag and you wouldn't have a string, but the string is nice here. And then you squeeze your tea bag so you don't burn your fingers. I have my arm right in front of my face. How nice of me. Like I said, the tea bag is in my reusable tea bag because I split the side. That was my bad. It was not their design. It was me not being careful. Me not paying attention to where that perforation was. And then I can show you can get reusable tea bags for your loose tea. Okay. I'm going to set that aside. Anyway, there's all my gadgets, because Linda's Crochet channel knows that I love my gadgets. This is one of my tea gadgets. I suppose a reusable tea bag is as well. So what I'll do is I'll take out that tea bag. I can put it in my compost machine and the tea bag, and then the reusable one I will kind of rinse out, and so that there's none of the flavors left. But great for your loose leaf tea for those of you that like that, but also if you do what I did and you don't want to strain out the leaves. Alright, I will see you later when I have maybe tackled the other things. Okay, here's the rest of Tackle It Tuesday. The crazy eyes, on purpose, crazy eyes, chicken, rainbow, and sparkle. And I googled what color beaks that black chickens have, and this is the closest. I wanted still the rainbow in there, but that's why it's not a yellow beak, because I looked it up. And I felt like the chicken's crown needed some sparkle for Mama Jagir. I will be making another one for someone who won during Rusty's birthday, but I haven't gotten that email yet. So, this is done, and this is done. Everybody in the live said that this is, you can see it during the daytime. Oh, it's so nice. You can see the colors. That this is wide enough. Okay, there's the seam. So it could be just like that. Or it's super stretchy. And can be wrapped around again if you needed it closer to your neck. You know, because then you can even pull it up over. Not that it is kind of lacy, but, and I think you can pull it up like this. It doesn't quite go down all the way, but that would be to keep your ears a little bit warmer if you wanted. So that is completed. Again, this was that MJ's Off the Hook pattern where I used this, but because I was using this yarn, it was too thin in my opinion, so I went to a 14 millimeter to really give you perspective. There is a giant difference between the two of those. Not even just in the handle, but like look at the heads of those. Yeah, so everything's done. Now I have one major thing to do that's really important, which is get a Secret Santa sent off. Oh, by the way, Armchair Chef Lori is doing the U.S. only Secret Santa. She's doing international cards. If you want to send holiday cards, and you don't mind sending international, join the holiday card celebration. Because the stamps are not crazy like the shipping. As long as you're not sending, where is it? As long as you're not sending cards like this internationally, you know, you could do that in the U.S. Again, there's a lot of time involved there too, but that would be too heavy and too thick to go through the machine. So you would need a different stamp on that. If that's the card you were sending, that's going with something else. So anyway, that's on my posts. Go check it out if you want to participate. But once I have that done, you guys already saw this, the Halloweeny. Let me know, should this be part of my 1,000 subscribers giveaway. I think I like that position the best. I don't know why. But, oh, I need to take pictures and send to Armchair Chef Lori, because this is, again, for her unique pumpkin, which my Halloweeny is a unique pumpkin. I think. I don't know. My stepdaughter, who isn't really into cutesy, loved this, so there you go. And yes, the nose is a different color on purpose, because that's a lot of times the dachshunds. It's usually reverse. I should have had the lighter nose and the darker head, but it's not like Halloweeny is a real thing. Anyway, thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? And hugs to you all. And there's big stuff coming for that 1,000, my journey to 1,000 subscribers. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to start dropping those videos. It'll be a week or two. But yeah, I'm so excited. I can't even tell you, it's going to be a big surprise. It's amazing. Amazing. All right. Hugs.